Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry I can't be there tonight. I've got a few other obligations that I have to take care of with my children, but I appreciate a few minutes just to share some updates on a few things that I know have been hot topics for families here at school, and would like to give you an overview of some of the things that we're doing to address them. So, the first one, I think, and most important right now is conferences. Conferences are coming up on Wednesday, the 27th in the evening, and all day on Thursday, the 28th. Conferences are going to look really different this year because they're virtual. And because students have so many different teachers and we're running virtual conferences, there's not a super friendly way to get all of our parents accessing all of our different teachers. And so we're taking a really different approach this year to conferences where families are going to meet with their student and their community meeting teacher to think about what school is like as we've transitioned back full time. It is really different having kids back after being gone for almost 2 years. And, it's a good time to get together and talk about what's working, what the challenges are, to set some goals around how we're going to make this a successful year together, to really help the students set their own goals about how they can define success this year, and then to work together with community meeting teachers to make sure that they're a real solid advocate for students as they work to reach those goals. So you'll be receiving some sign-up information from community meeting teachers at the end of the week, but I know this is a change. It's not going to be a focus on grades and assignments. I'm discouraging teachers from doing too many academic tasks that are going in the grade book yet, as we're still helping students adjust back to school and get those habits back, and so that's going to look a little different. The second piece is I know many of you have heard about our TikTok challenges that are happening. I think that we have students that are doing some things that are vandalizing our school as a result of social media influences, and any messages that we can work together with other families in the community to help them be aware of that, and to help monitor student activity on social media and how it's encouraging students to make some silly decisions here at school would be great. I know that we have really ramped up supervision and done a series of conversations and community meetings here to help support that, but all of your support as families would be great too. Third, I know that traffic congestion in our parking lot at pickup has been really challenging. It is every year, but this year with more families picking up students because of not wanting students on the buses with COVID risks. We've got some real significant congestion issues happening in our parking lot. I've sent a few messages out about ways to avoid that. I've also reached out to some consultants with safe schools or safe routes to schools that I'll be meeting with next week to try to determine if there's a better way we can route parent traffic through on pickup. And I think a traffic engineer is actually going to come work with us. The last thing is we are running into a lot of challenges in the hallways with keeping students far enough apart as they pass class to class. And I think being close together is a little bit unavoidable, but we're recognizing that with the socializing that students feel like they need to do during passing times, and the fact that we're all moving at one time throughout the hallways, we are working on rerouting and creating new routes through the hallways and considering letting students go early from classes at certain parts of the building, just to help alleviate the stress that's coming out of the hallways. So we know that some students are showing up late and they don't want to be showing up late to classes, but we're working to adjust our systems to address that. So if there's any stress at home, we've made some hallways one way here, which has not been a popular decision with many of our students, but we're doing that out of safety and to try to get things in the long term running more smoothly. So if you hear about that, just want you to know that we're actively working to address that here on our end so that we can get things just logistically running more smoothly. So I appreciate the few minutes here this evening, and feel free to reach out at any time if you have any questions, and I hope you have a good meeting, and I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Thanks and take care.